Matthew, we start with Jayden Daniels.
Of course.
Yeah, and, we got to hear from Cliff Kingsbury just on his status this week. Keep in mind, this was before he was not spotted at practice today.
He's just preparing mentally. Marcus is getting the reps physically, Jayden preparing mentally, and we'll take it from there.
If Marcus is able to play or is the one that you have to start this week, what gives you confidence in him and his ability to execute your offense?
Yeah, last year, just being around him for a year, when we signed him back, we felt like we have 2 starters in the building, which is rare in this league. So anytime he was asked to play or practice or even on scout team, he's been phenomenal. So treats it like a pro, as a leader on the team, despite not being the starter, which is hard to do, and can't say enough good things about him. So if he has to go, I'm sure he'll be ready.
This is from Adam Schefter. Commanders quarterback Jayden Daniels has not been spotted at practice today, signaling that it's unlikely he'll be recovered from his knee sprain in time to start Sunday's game versus the Raiders. Marcus Mariota is in line to start versus his former team.
Cliff Kingsbury, a very Kotal type of vibe, where he spent his kind of year off after the Cardinals. Very laid back. I like as well his phrasing where mentally it's Jayden Daniels, but physically it's Marcus Mariota. The physical vessel of Marcus Mariota is taking the snaps physically, but mentally it's the brain of Jayden Daniels.
I actually forgot Marcus Mariota played for the Raiders. Revenge game.
He's had a few stops.
He's had a few stops, yeah.
How you feeling, Matthew?
I feel okay. Honestly, the fact of the matter is Marcus Mariota played for Jayden Daniels 2 different times last year, right? Week 7 against Carolina, Week 18 at Dallas when the team had sort of clinched. And he was good in both games, right? So the Panthers game, over 200 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 34 rushing yards. He finished his QB 8 that week with over 19 fantasy points. That game against Dallas in Week 18, again, it's a Week 18 game, but still 161, 2 touchdowns, 56 rushing yards, and a touchdown. I believe Daniels played like the first series maybe in that game. I could be wrong on that one, but he finished that week as QB6. So he started twice last year in this offense, and he was a top 8 quarterback each week. Again, I do think the Raiders are tougher to run against than they are to throw against. The Commanders have had, since last Thursday against the Packers when they lost, they've had 10 days to prepare for a home game against the Raiders, whereas the Raiders were the late game on Monday night, so they're traveling on a short week. I think that of the quarterbacks, of the Mac Jones and the Tyrod Taylors, of the Carson Wentzes of the world, of the replacement quarterbacks out there, I think Marcus Mariota is the number 1 guy.
You take him over Jake Browning?
Huh? Yeah, I would take him over Jake Browning just because of the matchup. Like, Minnesota is a little tougher. If I don't even want to put this into the universe. Over a longer stretch of period, I think I would prefer I would prefer Browning to Mariota just because of the weapons Browning have. But this week, I prefer Mariota and the matchup to Browning against the Vikings because I think Brian Flores brings the heat on,
Yeah, I mean, his pressure schemes are unbelievable. They're a very aggressive defense, and the schedule is not going to get any easier after that. We got a question here, this one from Craig Gainier. Hello, the jailer, the conler, and the ankler.
Yes,
Daniels
the ankler is pretty good. The ankler's pretty good, Craig.
If Daniels
that might stick.
Is out, how does that affect Bill? Start JCM or Travion Henderson in that? I don't know. It's tough to start Travion this week.
Exactly. That's the point. I mean, you had me at or Henderson. So the answer here is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. I don't think it affects Bill at all. They're still going to run the offense they run. Now, it's a tough matchup. Again, we've talked about this. The Raiders' top 5 run defense so far in the season. And he's not going to get the majority of the work. Like, I think he gets more work than Jeremy McNichols or Chris Rodriguez, but he's not going to get all of the work, is probably a better way to say it. It is going to be a 3-headed committee that JCM will be at the head of, but he's a low-end flex play for me, Krosky-Merritt, but I do have him ranked higher than Travion Henderson, and going from Daniels to Mariota does not change that for me. Maybe they lean on him a little bit more, but they have full confidence in Mariota there.
As we mentioned, guys, keep an eye on the Niners today. We're going to find out more on this Friday session. Brock Purdy limited on Thursday. Maybe he can give it a go. Juwan Jennings, it would be great to see him get a practice in on Friday.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.